Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to integrate the Verbum Text Editor in your React application. Okay, Verbum Text Editor is a very cool React application text editor. As you can see, it has a lot of stuff that you can use it for. You can also use it as a text editor or text editors like VS Code and things like that. Like if you want to be running a text editor on your web application, you can also use it as a text editor. Okay, we should come here, click on this button. It will change directly to Markdown. Then you can write any Markdown code here, and it can also convert anything you do here on any thing you do on the text editor. You can also convert them directly to a Markdown. Okay, now let me show you the text editor feature. Okay, alright. If you click on this drop down, see CSS, HTML, JavaScript, Markdown, Objective-C, plain text, Python, Rust, and so on. See, it's a very cool React application text editor. Okay, it also has other cool features. Let's check other cool features that it has. Okay, you can also insert code. What? One. Okay. Alright, then you can also let's just do a quick stuff. Let's say like this test. Then let's insert a table here. I'm gonna be doing like 2 rows, okay, 2 columns, number and price. Okay, I'm not going to be doing much, so that we won't waste much time. Okay, if I just click on this Markdown to convert it directly to Markdown. If I click on this button, it converted it directly to Markdown. And if you toggle the button back, you convert it back to the normal stuff. Okay, so and you can also write code. Like you can insert code. Let's write code. That's it. And also, one more thing I would like to say is that it does not have any function to get the content of the text editor out of the text editor. But one trick I did was that we'll talk about that later in the tutorial. Okay, so to get the content, I actually got the content out of the text editor with a tricky method. Okay, if I should click on this submit button, it's going to display this content under it here. So I created a component and I placed the component under this component here. If I should click on submit, okay, as you can see, the content of the text editor is now being displayed under the text editor. Okay, so that is what we are going to be doing in this tutorial. Before we go fully into the tutorial, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm currently on the GitHub repository of Verbum. So if you go down here, you see the quick introduction of Verbum. So it is a very flexible text editor for reactjs, and it is based on the lexical playground and lexical framework. And
one of the things I love about this library is that you can it supports like hashtag highlighting. You can also use it as an ID, like IDs like VS Code and the rest. You can also use it as an ID. It's just like a very rich text editor, and you can also convert anything you are writing here. You can convert it to markdown just by clicking the button here. You're going to see the button just in a moment, and it is very cool, very very cool. So what you just need to do is just come down here and grab all this code, and that's what we are going to do just in a moment. And if you come down here, you can actually play with all these properties, but one of the cool properties that we are going to be using in this tutorial is this emojis enabled. It is very cool, very cool. We are going to see that just in a moment. All right, and this toolbar plugin also, and insert drop down plugin also. Sorry, the insert drop down um, tag, and the properties. You can play with the properties also and stuff. Okay, now not to waste much time, I have set up the React app, and I expect you to already know how to set up a React application to before you um, start watching this tutorial. And if you don't know how to set up, you can find a lot of resources on YouTube. And okay, and I have also installed the library. I have installed the library. Okay, so let's go to the code. So if we should open the package.json, you see the library here. If you want to install the library, it's very easy. Just come here and just click on this button here and copy this. The link to this repository is going to be available in the description of this tutorial, and the lesson files of this tutorial is also going to be available. And one more thing I would like to point out is that this library, the Verbum library, it does not have a function or method to get the content of the text editor. So we are going to be using a tricky way to get the content of the text editor. And after getting the content of the text editor, then you can do anything you like with the content. Maybe saving it to the database or displaying it dynamically in another page, or doing, you can actually do whatever you like with it, or grab it and post it to an API, or grab it and post it to social media or whatever. Okay, so now let's just go. What we just need to do is let's just grab all this, and let's come to our SRC. Forgive me, I have also cleared the content of this app.js. So if your own is not looking like this, just delete everything in this stuff and just type div. I just write this div tag. That's all. Okay, let's create one component for the purpose of this tutorial. I'm just going to call it Verbum Text Editor.jsx. Let's paste it. And we don't need this because we are not using TypeScript. So I'm going to change it to React. And the FC means functional component. It is used to tell TypeScript that this component is a functional component. Okay, so now I would like to add one more thing to this because I love memoizing all my React components. Okay, so it's now memoized. Now let's import it in this app.js. Yeah, to import it, we can just type what was stuff. Okay, note viewer. Let's type note viewer. Note viewer. Okay. I'm waiting for the autocomplete. Okay, since that was not available, I just import it. Import note viewer from Verbum Text Editor. Okay, that's all, and that's all we need to specify. So, alright, let's reload it. Now our stuff should now appear. Okay, so this is the text editor. You can see how cool it is. It's very, very cool. And one more stuff I would like to show here that I'm not going to be showing in this tutorial is this microphone icon. You can actually come back here and play with all these things and actually get that microphone icon working. So not to waste much time, let's dive straight into it. Now, before we do anything, I would like to open the console, and you will get the reason why I'm opening the console just in a moment. Okay, so let's check few of its features. This align is for aligning the text, the contents anywhere. Then you can upload image, table, poll. You can add poll. That's one of the stuff that I love about it. And start to subscript, superscript, and background color of the text editor, and also the text color. Okay, this is the background color, and this is the text color. And you can add link, you can add code, and underline, italic, bold, and change font size also, and also change font family. I think this font family are the default font families that are embedded in the browser. So these are embedded fonts, but you can if you can actually modify the library. You should be able to use your custom font, but I'm not actually advising you to modify the library. Let's just forget about that. Okay, so you can also format the heading, maybe heading H1, bullet, number, and checklist also, things like that. I can also add code block. So let's just type some stuff. This is the code text. I can see that as I highlighted it, this cool pop-up came up. I can see how cool it is. So bold, yeah, that's bold, and this is italic. You can also click it from here, yeah, and this is underlined. And also you can add link. You can add link. Just click on it, then click on the okay, that was a mistake. Okay, then click on this pencil icon, google.com, then click on enter. That's all. So it's now a link. So you can also add a code, say console.log, that is. And you can also, let's try to add poll. Let's try to add a poll. What? And what do you want next? And what car which car do you want? Okay, so that's a poll. You can also add option. Okay, um, I want pizza. Pineapple. Okay, okay, I think I that button. Okay, so that's actually cool. You can also add table. You can add table. Let's say this is going to be 2 columns, and you can add table ID price 120. Okay, so I did that just not to waste time. Okay, and dollars. So that's table. So one stuff now, the reason why I opened the console is that now, how do we get the content of this um how do we get the content of this text editor? You can actually export it. You can export it with a it's going to have a dot lexical extension, if I'm not mistaken. I think dot lexical or something related to that. That's the extension that the export will have. And you can also import the export that you exported. You can also import it, and you can lock it, delete. So that's the function. This is the markdown button. We are going to click that just in a moment. Now, to get the content of this text editor, now let's inspect it. Let's inspect the main space. Okay, now this is it. Now this is the container or the wrapper container of the main text editor. Now, you see that as I hover the mouse over it, it was highlighted, and all everything we are typing, is everything goes into the text editor, into this container. So to get the content of the text editor, you are just going to get the inner HTML of this text editor or of this container. That's all. Now I would like to because if we should do the next operation, everything is going to clear. So to prevent that, so that we'll be able to restore what you just did and not waste too much time, I'll just copy it. Okay, now we've done that. Now let's try to change to markdown. You see that immediately I click on this button, everything got converted to markdown, except for the stuff. Okay, that has gone away, except for the poll, because poll is not supported in markdown. All right, I said you can use it as an IDE. Yes, you can use it as an IDE. You see that all this stuff in Python, if I click on Python, you see the Python hinting and highlighting. You can see like CSS and all It's very, very cool. Rust, Python, all the stuff. Very, very cool. Okay, very, very cool. All right, so if we should click on this stuff, it should return back. Okay, I think if we should click on this normal, everything should return back. Okay, I think it's now back, and this also is back. Okay, now the reason why I copied it is okay. We should not to waste much time. Let's go into the code and let's try out what I said. How to get the contents. Now, how do we get the contents of text editor? I'm just going to add a button here. It's going to be unstyled. I'm not going to be styling the button because this is not a CSS tutorial. Oh, sorry, it's not styled. On click of this button. So I'm going to be logging. I'm going to be logging the stuff. I'm going to be logging the stuff here. The contents. Now to get the content, let us say content. Editor contents. Go to document dot query selector. Oops. Then the class of the stuff. Why is it? This is the class of the container. Then dot inner HTML. So that's all. Then let's log it. Editor contents. Okay, now that's all for now. Now when you come back here, this thing is going to wipe. It's going to wipe after reloading. Okay, I think it didn't. But okay, here is our button. Now if I should click on that button, okay, let me reload this manually. Okay, so to restore what you did, that's the reason why I copied it. Now let's restore it. Let's restore what we did before. I did that system. Let's restore it. Okay, this is what we did before. You see that everything has been restored. That's just a trick. You see that everything has been restored as before. Okay, now let's click on this button. You see that this is the content of this container. Okay, so that is that. Now we've gotten the contents of the container. We've gotten the contents of this text of the text editor. Now, one more thing I promised is to show this stuff emoji enabled. Now let's add it here. Emoji enabled. And that's 2. Let's set it to 2. emojis. No, it's not emojis. Emojis. Emojis enabled. Emojis enabled. Which the reactjs should have reloaded itself. Okay, now let's just try one emoji. Let's try to add one emoji. And let's try to add one emoji. The emoji, let's add this emoji, the smiling emoji. It's not add. Okay, let me just try to load the page. If I think the stuff has not yet been implemented, let me load the page. Okay, now if I should type this, okay. I think I'm making a mistake. Oh, okay, it's not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here. It's supposed to be in the editor. The property, the pop supposed to be, the pops belongs to the editor tag, the editor component. So the editor component. Now, if I should type this, see that it was changed to a to an emoji, and if I should type the love, also it was changed, and I'm not very used to the emojis, but okay, let's try XD. The XD was not. What about? Okay, what about this? Okay, and okay, I think that's all stuff I know how to do. Now let's create one more component just to display the content of the text editor. Okay, I'm going to create that component here. Show. Okay, show. Let me just show. Show. Show.jsx. Let's just import React. Then export default function show box. Okay, so return. Let's just return div, then box dot contents. Okay, so in this, I'm going to be displaying it at the bottom of the node viewer, so you can say show VS Code should complete it for us. Okay, yes. Okay, now show. Now let's create one stuff here. Let's say const contents set contents, and it's going to be react dot use state. By default, it's going to be an empty string. So okay, we can actually pass. Let's pass constant contents. Okay, then let's pass set content here. Let's pass set content. So after getting the stuff of the node viewer, we are going to be um, setting the text content, and that is going to be reflecting here. Though that is actually not advisable to do it that way in React. You can actually use other state management like Redux, Relay, and so on. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be doing it that way. Okay, so the component is now at the bottom, but you can't see it now. But yeah, it's not defined. Okay, I think it's not defined. So React from React. Okay, that has been solved. Okay, I can actually reload the page. Now let's come back here and say props.setContent. So I'm just showing an example of what you can do with the content of the text editor. Now, props.setContent, editor content. Okay, so that's all. That's all. That's all. Oops, it says props is not defined. Okay, I think we forgot to pass the props. Okay, let's pass it to the props. Okay, now the props has been set now. And let's go back. Okay, so let's return the stuff back. What we did at first back. Editors HTML. And this. Okay. Now we restored that. Now let's come back and let's click on submit. Okay. I think the show is displaying the stuff is displaying the text instead of the stuff. Okay, I can actually do a quick stuff here. Ref. Let's just call it any random name. Just React dot use ref. No. Ref equal to ref. And let's use state React dot use text. And that's going to be props dot content. And that's I'm going to say refd dot current dot inner HTML equal to props dot content. So that's it. I think that should solve it. That should solve the issue. Now let's come back and we should reload the page. Okay, let's load the page. And I'm going to quickly pause it and return that data back. Okay, so I've returned the data back I've returned the data back. And now if you should click on submit, if everything went well, as you can see, voila, this is the content. The content of the text editor is now being displayed here, and you can actually style it and do whatever you like with it. I can see the stuff remains the same way it was here. The the code that we added remains the same, and this, if we should click on this, it's going to go to Google, and that's google.com. Okay, I think I'm not connected to the internet. Sorry about that. Okay, I just quickly restored back the data to it. Okay, if we should click on submit again, just to make it, I can see everything displays as it is inside this space here. Okay, let's try to add an image. Let me quickly set up an image. Okay, let's quickly add an image, and that's the last thing we are doing. That's the last thing we're going to be doing. Let me just do this here. And insert image. I can see you can insert a sample URL file. You can actually play with all these things later. Let's add an image. Let's add this or this one. Okay, alt text. Okay, so I think it's loading it, and it should. Let's see. Why? Image is not added. Okay, I think something is already. It could not add the image. Let's try it for the last time. Okay, it was not added. Okay, let's just leave that for that for now. Okay, let's just leave that. Okay. So this is actually all the cool things you can do with this text editor. Okay, let me show you one last thing. The hashtag highlighting. So if I type hash, this is okay. I think I have not enabled it. Okay, you can actually come here. This is how to enable the hashtag highlighting. Just come here and add this stuff. Okay, this is actually how you can use this text editor, and as you can see, it's very cool. It is a very cool text editor. Very cool text editor. Very cool. And you can see the way we got the content and display it in another component under it. I can see how cool it is, how cool and very cool. Okay, we've come to the end of the tutorial. The lesson files of this tutorial is going to be available in the description of this tutorial. Okay, so if you like this tutorial, please give it a thumb up. If you don't like it, just tell me in the comment section and tell me the reason why I don't like it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and subscribe and be blessed. Subscribe and be blessed with a very big luck. Okay, the repository of this lesson file, please star it or fork it, star it or fork it. How it will be appreciated if you fork it or if you star it. Okay, thank you. See you in the next tutorial.